You are watching this right now on a device that Apple officially considers absolute ancient history. If you own the third-generation Apple TV 4K, you are running hardware from 2022. It features an A15 Bionic chip, the exact same silicon that powered the iPhone 13. But here is the wildest part of this entire story. Apple has already built the total replacement for it. The brand new Apple TV Pro is sitting in a warehouse right now, totally finished, boxed up, and ready to ship out to buyers. They are just refusing to release it to the public. Mark Gurman has been hinting at a home hub revamp for months now. But the developer code hidden deep inside the latest tvOS 26.5 beta absolutely gives the game away. Digging through the developer betas, you find stability patches, targeted security fixes, and zero actual new features. Why? Because Cupertino is completely clearing the runway for something massive behind the scenes. We are talking about a totally redesigned architecture featuring an A17 Pro chip, 8GB of RAM, native Wi-Fi 7, and full on-device Apple Intelligence. Honestly, I'll believe it when I see it, especially since Apple loves to just drip-feed incremental upgrades to the Apple TV lineup. But the current situation with the older models is actually getting incredibly bad for daily usage. The A15 chip is officially thermally capped. If you push heavy sustained loads on it today, like playing intense Apple Arcade titles, mirroring 4K HDR streams via AirPlay, or multitasking, you get severe thermal throttling and brutal frame pacing inconsistencies. The hardware is loudly hitting its physical ceiling. According to supply chain reports floating around DG Times, and the elect manufacturing lines in Asia have been quietly churning out these new set-top boxes since late 2025. Ming-Chi even chimed in recently, noting that the component orders suggest a massive leap in baseline processing specs specifically to support local AI models without completely destroying TSMC 3nm yields. Are any of you actually noticing horrible lag on your current Apple TV right now? Or is it just the hardcore power users complaining? Let me know down in the comments because my swipe gestures on the Siri remote have been absolutely broken since the last firmware update, and force quitting the apps does absolutely nothing to fix it. The A15 simply cannot run Apple Intelligence. Not in a limited background mode, not in some heavily compressed format, zero support whatsoever. It lacks the massive neural engine headroom and the memory footprint required to process natural language. Apple Intelligence needs an absolute minimum of 8GB of RAM to function properly. The current base model has 4. So Apple is entirely backed into a corner here. They are purposefully holding back the hardware waiting for tvOS 27 to drop at WWDC on June 8. That software update is going to fundamentally change the Apple ecosystem in the living room forever. Let's break down the actual raw hardware you are getting in September. The leaks point straight to the A17 Pro built on that super efficient 3nm process. We are finally getting hardware-accelerated ray tracing on an Apple TV for the very first time. Think about that for a second. Console-quality lighting and real-time reflections running locally on a tiny black box sitting under your television. The current A15 has a standard 5-core GPU and absolutely zero ray tracing capabilities. The A17 Pro bumps that up to a beefy 6-core GPU and delivers roughly 30% faster multi-core performance across the board. This thing will effortlessly handle any game you throw at it, making it a legitimate daily driver for casual living room gaming. Finally taking a real swing at the NVIDIA Shield. Shrimp Apple Pro also leaks some fascinating details about the included accessories. Apparently, the redesigned Siri remote is finally getting the U2 ultra-wideband chip built straight into the chassis. Yes, the exact same tracking tech sitting inside your AirTag. You will actually be able to use precision finding on your iPhone to track down the remote when it inevitably gets swallowed by your couch cushions. It sounds like a funny joke, but it is easily one of the most requested quality of life features ever. You also get upgraded Bluetooth 6 connectivity for your wireless earbuds and gaming controllers, plus a built-in thread border router. This simple addition transforms the new PLE TV from a basic streaming box into the absolute brain of your smart home. Seamless integration is the name of the game here. You've also got an upgraded N1 wireless modem bringing Wi-Fi 7 to the 6 GHz band. That means way less network congestion and insanely fast network throughput for instant 4K buffering. The massive software dependency is exactly why they delayed the hardware release. They desperately wanted the smarter, context-aware version of Siri to ship earlier this spring with tvOS 26.4. But the development simply wasn't ready for prime time. Siri on the current hardware barely understands basic voice commands half the time anyway. The tvOS 27 update, heavily powered by that A17 Pro, means Siri processes your requests entirely on device. No cloud round trip, no annoying latency, just instant snappy responses. You can ask it to show you a funny movie similar to exactly what you watched last night, and it will instantly scrub through your complex viewing history across every single streaming app to give you a highly smart recommendation. Finally, let's talk about the price. You always have to factor in the dreaded Apple tax, right? Well, maybe not this time. Ming-Chi suggested the absolute sweet spot for a base model should technically fall under $100. Realistically, given the expensive A17 Pro chip, the 8GB of RAM, and that new N1 wireless modem, a $99 price tag feels way too optimistic. I highly expect the base 64GB Wi-Fi only model to land right at that $99 mark to aggressively undercut competitors like Roku and Amazon, while the premium tier featuring 128GB of storage and a physical Ethernet port easily hits that $149 mark. So if you are currently sitting there wondering whether you should buy now or hold off, the answer is incredibly simple. Wait. Do not buy an Apple TV today. Keep your money safely in your wallet until September. The massive performance gains coming with the A17 Pro and tvOS 27 are absolutely worth the wait.